Welcome back to Salty Nation. This is your host, Davina P. And today we are going to talk about H.R. 367. But before we start, I am not a gun expert. I am not a self-proclaimed gun expert. I am not a lawyer. I do not know individual state laws. So, do not take this as a once all, everything all. Look up your local laws. If you're from California,
Illinois, Hawaii, New York, Rhode Island, New Jersey,
you might as well leave because this doesn't involve you. Anyways, back to H.R. 367. Mr. Duncan of South Carolina and a whole bunch of others, congressmen, presented this bill to the House of Representatives January 9th of 2017. And it is a bill to provide that silencers or suppressors, I'm not going to knock their wording, it should be suppressor, but I am going to read it, quote, word by word. So, silencer it is what it's going to be named. Alright, so a bill to provide that silencers be treated the same as long guns. And I love the short title. Section 1, short title. This act may be cited as the Hearing Protection Act of 2017. Section 2, equal treatment of silencers and firearms. In general, Section 5845A of the Internal Revenue Code of 1986 is amended by striking any silencer and all that follows through and inserting. So that's number 7. There is no effective date yet. In general, except as otherwise provided in this subsection, the amendment made by this section shall take effect on the date of enactment of this act. 2. Transfers. In the case of the tax imposed by Section 5811 of such code, the amendment made by this section shall apply with respect to the transfers after October 22nd of 2015. Section 3, treatment of certain silencers. Section 5841 of the Internal Revenue Code of 1986 is amended by adding at the end of the following: F. Firearm silencers. A person acquiring or possessing a firearm silencer in accordance with Chapter 44 of the Title 18 United States Code shall be treated as meeting any registration and licensing requirements of the National Firearms Act as in effect on the day before the date of the enactment of this subsection with respect to such silencer. Section 4. Preemption of certain laws, state laws in relation to firearm silencers. Section 927 of Title 18 United States Code is amended by adding at the end of the following, and I quote, notwithstanding the preceding sentence, a law of a state or a political subdivision of a state that, as a condition of lawfully making, transferring, using, possessing, or transporting a firearm silencer in or affecting interstate or foreign commerce, imposes a tax on any such conduct, or making record-keeping or registration requirements with respect to the firearm silencer shall have no force or effect. So this should make my Second Amendment supporters happy. And you left liberal wingnuts are saying, oh, we don't need silencers. Well, you also don't need a goddamn safe space with puppies and coloring books all included. If I want a goddamn pink silencer or suppressor, I'm going to have one. Oh, shit, I'm going to shoot my intruder with silence and looking good with my pink suppressor. And there's a whole lot less paperwork with the cops. Nobody hears it. Anyways, no, I do not condone that. That's a joke. I hope nobody has to kill anybody in self-defense. But it does happen. Anyways. That's the bill. Alright, so basically this is a the Hearing Protection Act of 2017. The bill amends the Internal Revenue Code, 1, to eliminate the $200 transfer tax on firearm silencers, and 2, treat any person who acquires or possesses a firearm silencer as meeting any registration or licensing requirements of the National Firearms Act with respect to such silencer. Remember, I'm quoting word for word, so please, my gun buddies, do not get your panties in a bunch. I'm quoting it. Anyways, let me finish this up. Any person who pays a transfer tax on a silencer after October 22nd of 2015 may receive a refund of such tax. The bill also amends the Federal Criminal Code to preempt state or local laws that tax or regulate firearm silencers. So, I think if this passes, this might be a win for our gun accessories. And anyways, like I said, I disclaim, I'm not a lawyer. I do not know your state laws. I'm not a gun expert. I am not a self-proclaimed gun expert or self-proclaimed law expert. So check out your local laws on silencers. I know some states you can carry, some states you can't, some states you can only use for hunting, some states I don't. Like I said, I do not know. If you're from California, you're fucked. And I think there's a couple other states. I've got a map. There was a map that was shown earlier that has all that. And once again, there's a disclaimer on that. Laws change all the time, so double check. And do not, if you do something stupid and something happens, do not use me as your excuse, because you didn't do your homework and research what your state requires. Anyways, there is one other thing I want to say. There is 125 co-sponsors of this bill, which I think is the most since I've started doing this. 123 Republicans and 2 Democrats have co-sponsored this bill. And Texas is leading on the co-sponsors. And I'll have all that information, so I think I don't give a fuck what the left says. The left is, guns are killers. No, the people shooting the gun is a killer. The gun is a inanimate object. It doesn't become animated until a person picks it up and uses it. Now, the gun doesn't know what it's being used for. Only the shooter does. And a silencer or a suppressor is only an accessory to a weapon. It's like, bad analogy, but it's like a woman picking up a purse and buying a different strap for it. I know, bad analogy. Anyways, so that is H.R. 367. Let me know what you think in the bottom. Leave your comments in the bottom. I will have all the co-sponsors. I will have in the description below. I will have all the links. I will have all the federal links. I will have everything. This one I am going to link the hell out of so you can have the information. I will also have links for the states that are not even allowed to have silencers. So you don't have to Google it. You can just go to it and bam, there it is. Hit like if you like this. If you disliked it, go fuck yourself. You're probably one of those that need puppies and coloring books in a safe space. You don't need it. You want it. I don't need a silencer, but I want one. And if I want one, like I said, in neon pink, neon green, I don't give a fuck. Whatever. Anyways, so like I said, I'll have all the information in the description. Every link that you can imaginably hit for this one. I also strongly, if you want this to pass, call your congressman. I am not going to say not pass because I don't really care about that. Those who do not want it to pass. But to play neutral, if you don't want it to pass, you can also call your congressman and voice your opinion. Remember, we elected these people to listen to us. So, anyways, this is Vinny P. Peace.